this is Grim Brother, back with Uncharted 2, Chapter 17, Mountaineering. The next two chapters are actually a little break from the fighting. Still, it's all climbing and platforming, basically platforming stuff. There are two fights total through the whole chapter, and both of them are kind of fairly simple, kind of easy, and this area is pretty funny. Can't understand a dang thing this guy says the entire time. That's a constant running joke, and so you just kind of watch what he does and wait around for him. And
sure, let's just swing across on the 70-year-old rope.
And some of this stuff looks a lot easier than it is lining up.
You know where you're going, buddy.
Take your time lining up a lot of your jumps. The controls get, I don't know, fairly picky in this area. Unlike the others where you're doing some platforming along with the running, where they kind of give you some latitude.
Exactly. That's what I was
And the controls on these levels seem like they're very, very quirky at best. It's the nicest way to say it. And I had a moment where I was, I don't know, recorded this on St. Nicholas Day, so there's a number of times where I get distracted by other things of kids coming in and stuff. And so I already got the first treasure. Oh, and have been away a while, sorry about that. My wife got Lego Indy 2 this past week, and so she's a huge Lego fan, so we've been, I don't know if you say enjoying that, but we've been playing it at least. And I think she's now bound and determined to do a walkthrough for it, so we'll see.
This can't be what Schaefer meant.
She hasn't quite reached 100% yet, so we'll see. Hopefully she'll do it. So,
Oh, that way.
okay, wait for that. Get control back here. And yeah, everything he faces, he has a problem with coyotes. Does that make a lot of sense? No. Oh, this one. Okay, this swing right here probably took me so many times I cut it out. Over to your right, you can see it. Just if you go back a little, I pointed out where it is right here, because it was so much, I said forget it. You can see it right over that ledge behind you right there. So I went back and got it, but for the sake of continuing with the video and everything, I just said forget it. But that's where that treasure is. Yeah, there are a couple of them where it's just not worth it when trying to record to take the time, do it again and again in order to get the perfect swing to grab it. And in fact, if you're first time you're playing through, there's a couple like that where it honestly might not be worth it for the having fun. And since once you beat it, you can go back and select all the different missions and stuff. I would use that to grab something like that if you're interested in getting all 101 treasures. If you have the need to do that because you're going for that beautiful, wonderful platinum trophy. So just keep following, what's his name? Tenzin? Yeah, Tenzin, I think. Guy you can't talk to, basically. Okay, and once here, go around this stone, and you're going to suggest the idea of giving him boost up, and he's going to refuse you. And say, you can go up this time instead of me. Because at this point, I think he's rightfully, smartfully scared versus you, who is very stupidly unaware of the fact that you should be. Go to the edge over here and don't do what I did the first time, which is jump straight out. You're actually going to jump to the right, those little outcroppings. And we'll see in a second. There they are. Yeah, right there. Again, line your jump up, because if you miss him by a little bit, you just seem to drop now. Instead of him being smart enough to kind of reach for him. So for some reason, just these two levels, the controls got really, really, really picky. I don't know. I don't understand why they did. It doesn't add any to the game. It just adds, I don't know, levels of frustration that the rest of the game didn't really prepare you for, which makes it worse. So, okay, skip climbing up the rope and jump down to this lower ledge, and you got another treasure. I don't know what that is, but and then climb back up the rope. And you go more jumping around and flying monkey guy thing. You gotta admire a guy like this who goes jumping around in the freezing cold, hanging from ledges, no gloves, and climbs things with boots that are covered in snow so everything would be slippery.
Come on, I'll catch
Makes
you.
a lot of sense, doesn't it? And catch him.
Gotcha.
Yay, Tenzin.
Yeah, there you go. You owe me one, pal.
And now kind of wait around as Tenzin miraculously finds a rope thing and again gets it to stick in the top of the cavern and not come out when you guys are using it. He's good. Kind of wait for the rope to stop swinging before you swing and get yourself some momentum, because you'll easily miss the rope, and if you just jump on it then jump, you won't even make that lower ledge. So
Okay,
kind of
we're even.
have some patience in this area. There's, for a lot of it, he tells Tenzin what's your hurt. There's no point in running through it and not taking the time to do it properly and end up having to restart way too early.
What the hell was that?
You can actually run to the left and run around this and not do the jump if you don't want a chance to jump, but
Holy shit.
jump's fun.
What did this? What did
They
this?
find the remains of, well, at least Greg doesn't have to worry about the
Yeah.
wolves or whatever they are. There's no point in getting them. Something else is taking care of them. Should be happy. I learned right here that my TV was too dark, because as dark as on this screen, it was even darker on mine, and I couldn't really see a lot of that ledge where I'm supposed to go over to the right side of me. I'm supposed to jump to. I didn't see that there was much beyond it that I could jump to, so I was kind of confused at first, so I took some chances. So I learned I need to lighten my screen. And pull yourself up. Yeah, that creeped me out. The guardian there in the distance. I didn't see him at first. Then when he moved, I was like, oh crap. That's part 1 of Mountaineering, and we'll be back with part 2.
Here.
사제 데라 동네에 살아요.